Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for James. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box, and I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And this is for the album Elephant by the band The White Stripes. Now let me just say here, I am not good at reviewing album reviews. I'm not good at reviewing music reviews, doing them. Number one, I'm not musically inclined. Never played one single instrument in my life. Was never good at music class. Back to the day in school, can't sing for shit. Wouldn't know how to pronounce half the instruments, like, oh, that's that. I mean, I could pronounce like guitar or keyboard or something, but I mean, to properly review and go in depth on a musical album and the rhythm and the intricacies and what it means with the lyrics, I'm not that guy. With music, it's very simple. I listen to it, I like it or I don't. But it's hard to explain like why I liked it. It's just whatever feeling I have during it. So there's a lot more music. I mean, decent amount of people keep asking me, and I'll do it if it's a request. If you really want to, feel free. It's just, they're always going to be like short reviews because I'm not good at them. But, like, for example, this album here, I just say I liked it. I liked it. I would say I've heard the White Stripes before, other albums. I would say this is my favorite, because I like the bit of variety. And there were some big hits that I do remember in other pieces of media. Does that mean I liked every song? No. Black Math, didn't do much for me. It's considered, I think, their best. It definitely got a lot of accolades. It's on a lot of best lists where, you know, Jack and Meg White, they worked together on this. This, I think, was their 4th studio album. I like the voices, especially on Jack. I think his voice is very strong. It reminds me a little bit of the Beatles type of flavor with him. Like, I just see his voice fitting with the Beatles group. I would say the 2 songs that stood out to me was The Hardest Button to Button. I like that. I thought that sounded familiar, and I realized it was from the trailer to Justice League. If you watch one of the trailers to Justice League, this appears. It's the first one that appears, and then later on it's that "Come Together Right Now," which is, I guess, ironic since I mentioned the Beatles. But in that trailer, with that song at the end, this is the song that plays at the beginning. Yeah, I thought it was a nice rhythm to it. Got my head bopping. My favorite song is the song that I was the most familiar with, Seven Nation Army. That was the song that I remember I first heard it in the trailer to G.I. Joe Retaliation. And for some reason I wanted to call it Retribution, but it's Retaliation. Which, that was a very well done trailer. And the music really hits it. Let's see if I know how to do it properly. Dum ba dum bum 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 dum bum 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 ba do no 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 do 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 do. Because I remember that trailer coming out because I wasn't a fan of the first G.I. Joe movie, Rise of Cobra. I'm like, wow, this seems better because Snake Eyes doesn't have those stupid dick-sucking lips, you know, on the mask. And it's got The Rock, and The Rock I could buy more than Channing Tatum, and Cobra Commander looks like Cobra Commander, and, you know, it's got ninjas, you know, fighting against cliffs, and Bruce Willis is in the film. That was a different time, and I guess I was a bit more hopeful on stuff, and that movie wasn't that good anyway. I mean, that was a disappointing film. G.I. Joe Retaliation was fairly disappointing. And there's a reason why you didn't have that many G.I. Joe movies. What did... That's a movie where the trailer was so much better than the movie. But yeah, that Seven Nation Army, I did quite like that song. And yeah, I would say that was my favorite song. Then the Hardest Button to Button, that was my second favorite. But the other songs, which I want to at least... Come on. They are... Come on, give me the list. Seven Nation Army, Black Math, which I turned it into. There's no home for you here. I just don't know what to do with myself. Those I didn't mind. And the cold, cold night, I want to be the boy to warm your mother's heart. You've got her in your pocket. Ball and biscuit, the hardest button to button, little acorns, hypnotize, the air near my fingers. Girl, you have no faith in medicine. Well, it's true that we love one another. Like the rest of the songs, I didn't mind. When it tried to go a little bit more blues, it was like, okay. When it was a bit more of rock, that was my preference to that. Like I said, they get a lot of accolades. A lot of people are big fans of it. I mean, Billboard, top 20 albums of the decade, it was number 8. Complex, the 100 best albums of the 2000s, it got placed on there. Consequence, the top 100 albums of the 2000s, it was number 25. Newsweek, the 100 best rock albums of all time, is number 81. Pace, the 50 best albums of the 2000s, number 6. Rolling Stone, the 500 greatest albums of all time. In 2012, it was placed 390. In 2020, it was placed 449. It was number 29 in Slant's The 100 Best Albums of the 2000s. Widespread acclaim from music critics. Highest rated album on their site. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B. Others gave it like 5 out of 5 stars. A, 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 9 out of 10. Oh, 6.9 out of 10 from Pitchfork. There you go. That's maybe the lowest one I see here, other than the B from Entertainment Weekly. Yeah, garage rock, revival, blues rock, and punk blues. I would say the garage rock stuff was more my favorite. So Seven Nation Army, distorted vocals, a simple drum beat, and a bass line created by playing a guitar through a pitch shift effect. Okay. And won the Best Rock Song at the 46th Annual Grammy Awards. Okay, so it won a Grammy. Very cool. Success contributed to the garage rock revival. Very cool. So, yeah, I'm not the only one that likes that song quite a bit. So it was nice to hear that song again. It's been a while since I've heard it. A Digitech whammy to create the bass-like sound heard in the driving riff. Cool. But I do like Jack White's voice. I think it's a very distinct, good voice. Oh, I didn't know he did the theme for Quantum of Solace, Another Way to Die, along with Alicia Keys. Jack White did. I didn't know that. Huh. I did not know that. I was just saying like what they. I don't know what he's doing nowadays or such. So. So Meg White, they married in 1996, divorced 2000. Married someone, divorced again, and married to a third one. Third wife. There you go. Well, don't fuck it up this time. You're not going to have that many chances for a redo. Okay, so this was done after they were divorced. Because if they were done at 2000, yeah. So that's why there was, I forget what song it was, where one's like hitting on the other and then made it, like, a lot of them were talking throughout it. I forget which song it was, though. But anyway. Sorry I'm not doing a good job with it. Like I said, I don't really know how to get in these songs, and then the lyrics, all I can say is I liked it. I liked it. Seven Nation Army was my favorite on the album, and the Jack definitely has a really good voice for this stuff. So, but they've disbanded a while ago, so he's off doing his own solo thing. I don't know again what he does nowadays, but definitely wish him luck. And with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. Sorry this is a shorter video, but I'd just be repeating stuff. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.